Hello everybody, happy Monday! It's Monday. How can it be Monday already?
I've got a Monday feeling this morning.
Yeah, I've got that Monday feeling this morning. A bit... Yeah, I think my kids had a bit of a... It's back to normality again, or their new normality. Their weird normality. Yeah. So if you've joined us this morning, thank you very much. We are live for who knows how long. It is car seats. And if you do join us regularly, you will know that Kelly and I are quite passionate about car seats.
We did chat about them a little bit.
Yeah, we do chat about them. Yeah, we absolutely love car seats, love car seat safety and helping you at home to keep your children nice and safe. There are so many car seats on the market, aren't there now?
Yeah.
Loads and loads and loads.
A lot of choice.
And we have a really big room with car seats in, which we are actually extending during lockdown. So once you come back to visit store, when we can open the store again, you're going to be able to see even more car seats. So let's see who's joined us this morning.
I'm not going away. I felt like I was stuck in that little gap, so I'm going to stand here.
I thought you were just like walking off the set. I was like,
Hi.
oh, see you, Kelly. Kaz Hill, you were fastest fingers first this morning. Good morning to you, Kaz. And Laura Marsh and Joyful Evans and Laura Cunningham. Daniel Gibbons. We've got a man joining us this morning. Excellent news.
Good morning, Daniel.
Ailing and Lucy Ann and Emma Louise and Tracy Bradbury and Laura Ford and Mary Brines and Joe Meakin. Lots of people joining us. Victoria Jacks, Shelley Sutherland, Philippa Hunt. I could keep going, but it'd be a really boring life, wouldn't it, if I just kept going?
If you just repeat everybody's names?
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be very good. Because we are here today to talk about car seats. And in particular, we're going to have a whirlwind tour. See what I'm doing there? Tornado tour. No, whirlwind sounds better. A whirlwind tour of some of the spin seats that we have available in tour. And we have a competition, don't we? So
prizes. We
have some prizes, and a few people have asked us whether we could do some gift vouchers so that you can then choose what you're going to win. So they're going to be, how many winners today?
4.
4 winners, and they're each going to win
£25.
£25 gift voucher for the Pushchair Expert Shop. You can either use it in store once we're open again, or you can use it online. There's no end date to your voucher, so there's no rush, and you don't have to use it all at once. So what would you spend, or what would you put your £25 towards?
I did ask this on our post this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't read it.
She never does.
No.
Some people have said strollers, quite a few people have said car seats, next stage car seats, or even car seats for older ones, somebody said.
Yep. Yeah. Hopefully they caught our live on the high back boosters last Monday. Was it last Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
Last week sometime.
Last week sometime. We were doing all about high back boosters.
Yeah.
We've got quite a lot of bespoke lives coming up with regards to car seats, because we know it's something that's a little bit confusing but also very, very important, isn't it? So we've got a nice ERF one coming up.
Yes.
With a really good prize as well. So people are saying it's a fantastic prize. We want to know, what would you put it in for? Ailing Ashleen Cooper said, I'm having a consultation on this on Wednesday. So seeing the spin ones beforehand is fantastic.
You might not need it. We might answer all your questions.
Oh no, keep them busy on Wednesday. Who's here on Wednesday?
Georgia, it's all right. You don't need to do it. We'll sort it out for you today.
Georgia, we're doing all video consultations. We're all going live now, so you'll be able to just sit back. No, so this lady has obviously booked in a video consultation to look at spin seats. If you have booked in any kind of video consultation, you want to look at something in particular, we can get them all out like we do here. So it's very, very similar, but obviously it's easier for you to ask questions live in our video consultations. So, Katrina Crow is going to put it towards an all-terrain pushchair. Yeah, lots of people are out and about doing more walking, aren't they, at the moment?
We were just talking about this in the office, weren't we?
Yeah.
Anna was moaning because she's had lots of people going to her usual walk.
Yeah, she goes to a lovely woods, which is where I often go and walk, but it is really busy at the moment because people have suddenly discovered it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not going to tell you where this woods is, because no offence.
It's the secret woods. She doesn't want you there.
No offence, but we want to walk on our own. But, hey-ho, I suppose it is what it is. And it's good that people are getting out and getting more exercise, especially at this time of year where you're a bit stuck, it's a bit grey, it's a bit dreary.
Kids aren't really playing in the garden. No, mine were over the weekend.
Yeah, my oldest one was out and about in the garden, but my youngest, middle one wasn't. He'd stay in his room, blinds down, 24/7 if I let him. Yep. Anyway, let's have a look at some spin seats. We've got lots of brands out today. If I start at that end, we've got some Cybex options, which are kind of dotted around. We've got some Britax options, some Joy options, some Cassato options, some silver cross options and Maxi Cosy options of spin seats. Where do you fancy starting?
Should we start with one on the rig, and then obviously we can take that off the rig and then put
That's it's a very, very popular choice, isn't it? This one.
Yes.
So really, really popular. All your comments today are entered into the draw to win a £25 gift voucher, and you can use that against anything that you would like. So we're going to start with the Joy iSpin 360.
Yep.
Now they do 2 spin seats, don't they?
They do. So the Joy Spin 360 came first, and that is on your older R44 regulation. Then they upgraded that based on the same seat, but upgraded it to meet the R129 or I-size regulation.
So I think they were one of the first people to do a spin seat, weren't they, Joy? I don't know if they were the first, but they were definitely one of the first.
Yeah, with the Spin 360 it's been out for quite a while now, hasn't it?
And the Spin 360 is still available, but your iSpin is a later model, meets the latest set of regulations. So what's the difference between an I-size seat and a seat that meets the older regulations?
So I-size seat on R129 has been higher tested. They use, I know some people who are listening are like, yeah, we know, you keep telling us, but
we will
some
keep
people
telling
don't know, so we'll repeat ourselves. So it's been higher tested. They use dummies with a lot more sensors on the body, so they can tell what actually happens to the baby in the collision. They now test for side impact and rollover in collisions, not just the front and rear off the old regulation, based on height of baby instead of weight, which is a better judgment to see how long they need to be in the seat, and also focusing on Isofix fitting because there's less user error, and rear facing for longer as well, so 15 months as a minimum as opposed to 9 kilos on the old regulation, because it's safer for baby.
We would always say rear face for longer, rear face for as long as possible. That's going to keep your little one as safe as possible, and we will always let you know that's the safest way to put safest place to put your baby.
At the end of the day, it's your choice as a parent, but our advice is
So let's have a look. Daniel Gibbons has joined us. He says, can the I-size seats fit on all seats that have Isofix, or are only some cars able to accept I-size?
So they are creating I-size cars, so eventually that will be a universal fit, so any I-size seat will fit in an I-size car. It is being tested and designed to fit in all those cars, but it's not just with Isofix. So you have some cars that couldn't have one with a leg because they've got underfloor storage, and if you can't get a foam filler or extend the leg down to the floor, then you couldn't use it. It might be that the seat, it doesn't fit properly on the seat, so they are still tested. So do check your compatibility. If it's not on the list, it might just not be tested. So it's just then a case of just trying it in the car and seeing.
Yeah, so there's various things that we can check when you put a seat in the car if it's not on the list. And normally we'd say to our local people, come into store and we are able to check it. Because bear in mind, there are so many different brands of cars on the market, and then different models, different accessories, so it might have different seats to the standard one, so we can always check that for you. Whilst you're not able to come into store, if you have any questions about fitting a spin seat, an infant carrier, a high back booster, any kind of seat, do get in touch. Even if you've not bought it from us, send some photographs and we're more than happy to do a fit check for you.
And if it hasn't been tested, you can always order a car seat under the 365 days return. As long as it's new in box with the tags and everything on, you could try it in your car. As long as you left those all on, it doesn't fit, you could always return it.
Yeah, and we offer those returns are all for free. Yeah. So we're going to start off with the Joy iSpin. Yeah. It's one of our most popular seats, particularly in store, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So it's suitable from birth 40 centimetres up to 105 centimetres, maximum of 19 kilos, so it's just over your average 4-year-old. It is a big, deep seat, so I think that's the reason a lot of people like it, because you can see it kind of longevity-wise lasting your child.
And although all your I-size seats have the same measurements with them, don't they? Some of them you sit deeper into the seats, and it also depends on your individual child. Some children, their height is in their torso. Some children, their height is in their legs. If you've got a child with long legs, don't worry about it.
That's the ideal one, really.
Yeah, and
the seat would last them longer.
Yeah, ideally we want a child to have long legs.
Long legs and short body.
Yeah,
brilliant.
We'll be all right.
Long-bodied children, not so easy.
No, really, really tricky, as we well know. But your Joy does sit nice and deeply, doesn't it? So we often find that a taller child sits more comfortably in a seat like this than some of the alternatives that are available.
So you can keep it rear facing for the entire time you use it, so up to 105 centimetres, average 4-year-old, and it has quite a bit of adjustment in your recline as well, so keep it more reclined for small babies. With spin seats, obviously, if they do go from birth, you can use it and skip the infant carrier stage and go with this right from birth up to 4 years, and then go into a high back booster.
So it's pros and cons, isn't it, with regards to those people who are deciding whether to go for a seat that's going to stay in the car, and it's often a spin seat, or whether they're going to have an infant carrier. And it's really hard, isn't it? Because when they're little...
And you don't know how it's going to be.
No.
Like life with a baby.
No. And when they're very little, they shouldn't be in their infant carrier or any car seat for very long, should they?
Yeah.
So, go on.
I was just going to say, so it is handy to have an infant carrier to take in and out. If baby's not slept very well, you just nip in the shop, you don't want to disturb them. But you have to bear in mind that they can't be in that seat for longer than half an hour.
And also, we've been having conversations with a lot of parents. COVID has changed our lives a lot, if anybody hadn't noticed. But if you are nipping to the supermarket, lots of people are keeping their children in the infant carrier, because you can put them on the trolley and fasten them in, as opposed to putting them in the plastic hammocks that are provided on a lot of trolleys, because it just means the child is in their own environment.
But also as well, you're probably not going out as much with your children.
No.
So an infant carrier, a car seat, is doing the perfect job, really, transporting them from and wherever.
And the best place for baby to be is always going to be in their carrier car or in their seat unit, isn't it, once you're out and about. But your infant carrier is very, very useful for a lot of people.
Very convenient, yeah. So your spin on this one is on the side. So as you'll see, as we look at the different ones, they all have a different way of working. So you spin on this. It's another one of the changes that it made from the Spin 360. That's got it just below the recline button. That's made it easier putting it on the side, so you can just grab it there. One of the nicest features about this one that I love is your little setting at the front. So you just slide across. So at the minute it's on 0 to 15 months. So as far as this seat's aware, your child is under 15 months and can't forward face safely. So it doesn't let you. Won't spin forwards.
Nope.
It's only when you go, yes, my child is over 15 months, I want to forward face them, it will then allow that forward facing movement.
Now, just because you can doesn't mean to say it's the safest place, is it, for your child? So we would always say, although 15 months with eyesight is the minimum, we would always say 2 years is good practice, 4 years is best practice, and anything over that is just awesome practice.
If you can go with a rear-facing seat and then go onto a high-back booster after 4, ideal.
Yeah, and you can get this seat, you can get the spin safe, can't you, that will only rear face.
Yeah.
So they have different
spin
options.
safe and the... I can't remember the icons. iSpin Safe.
iSpin Safe.
So that is also a version of it.
So we've got baby in there up to 15 months. We know they're going to rear face. Now there's lots of padding in here. Lots of people get confused about padding, don't they?
Let's have a look at the padding. So I'm just forward facing, just
because it's easier for the cameraman rather than the cameraman leaning over.
So your button is in here to extend your harness. Now these are also very clever. I'll just be clear, I didn't say about these. So your side impact protection panels on the side automatically come out when you tighten your harness, so you don't forget them, you've not got to clip them on.
That's really good, particularly if you've got another child that goes, I'm going to put it in, I'm going to put it in. Yeah. Then as soon as you put your child in, it's going to go out automatically.
Yeah, and it's just important for the door side, so if you have got a child sat next to them on the inside, it doesn't matter anyway. So your newborn insert on this is in 3 pieces. You've got your body support, your head support, and also you've got your wedge underneath. First thing you're probably going to take out is your wedge, and that just poppers onto the back. Then probably the head section, and then leave your body bit in. Because it is a big, deep, wide seat, we tend to advise people to leave this in just to give more support at the sides and protection in a collision for smaller children.
And we always say almost...
Even like a 2-year-old could still need that.
Yeah, often we do think, oh, they need lots of room to move their hips and move and wiggle about. But actually, if we're in an accident and the car spins over, we want that child to move as little as possible, don't we?
Yeah.
So we need to keep them in a nice stationary position.
Yeah.
One of the nice things for your harness as well on here, which Kelly's just done on that side, I'll do it on this side, is you've got 2 elastic bits to pop your harness in. And it's really good practice to get used to that. Some of them have magnets, don't they?
Yeah.
But this
just really holds it out the way, so you're not sitting baby or your child straight onto the harness.
So Gillian Moon says she has a Joy spin seat and she loves it.
Yeah, she's got this seat, hasn't she? I think she's got the...
I've slept since then. Philip Donner joins this morning. He says another thing to add to the list, and he stuck his tongue out at us. Catherine Rowland bought the Joy iSpin, and I love it. And she bought it from us as well, which is awesome.
Very good.
Emma says baby safety shouldn't be an option. Your car seat is actually the most important thing you will ever buy. Your pushchair is...
Everybody focuses on the pushchair.
They do. Your pushchair is kind of
an afterthought.
Romantic. You kind of dream about buying your first pushchair, I think. Well, I did anyway. It's a bit like buying your wedding dress, isn't it?
Yeah. It's one of those things, being able to go and buy your pushchair, isn't it?
Yeah.
And choose it.
Often some people go with parents, and it's a day out, it's an outing, but less so for your car seat. But your car seat is the most important thing you're going to buy.
Yeah, true.
So somebody said, hang on. Where was it? Excuse me. Kelly Linda said she's due a baby in April. Congratulations, Kelly. And a very good name, obviously. Yeah. She's confused where to start with a pram or car seat, with not being all allowed to work. Many's tighter than they wanted, which is very, there's a lot of that at the moment. Yeah. What's the best option? I love the idea of a spinning seat. Well, Kelly, probably the best thing for you to do is to talk through all the different options on a video consultation. So send us a message and we'll send you the link, because then we can work out what's going to suit you, what kind of car you've got.
Chat about your lifestyle and budget.
Yeah, what you're going to do and budgets and everything. So I definitely think that's a very good idea for you. Amy Williamson, never too much to learn with car safety. No. Absolutely. We absolutely agree. So this will take baby up to round about the age of 4.
Average child, 105 centimetres, is about 4. Didn't last my child that long, but...
No, so if you've got a child who is tall for their age or heavier for their age, if you look in their red book and on those graphs with the centiles, if they are above the 50th centile, it's definitely worth a conversation with us to make sure they're going to have a seat that is going to last them for longer.
So you do have options if you think they're going to be over the 18 or this is 19 kilos weight limit before they're ready to move into a high back booster, then you need to be looking at 25 kilo seats.
So they're loving this. It comes in 3 different colours. This is grey flannel. It also comes in deep sea, which is a lovely navy blue colour, and coal, which is black, and very, very popular, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Incredibly popular.
It is. Easy to fit with your Isofix points and your leg. You've got indicators on there to let you know you're doing it safely.
The indicators are really good. Most seats, I think all seats now come with the indicators, don't they? So it really is not the idiot's guide to fitting, but it just helps give you that visual.
Just a guide, yeah.
So this is iSpin, one of our most popular seats in the store and online, but there are some other options, aren't there, that offer slightly different things. So
price-wise, $280.
$279.99. You just overcharge everybody
1 penny.
By a penny. By a penny.
I will take this off the rig.
Sit there. I was just going to help you.
It's actually not fitted anyway. Oh my God, if we'd have been in a collision.
Yes, but we weren't, because we're not in a car, so it's okay. So we have our rigs here, as you can see. This one, it does take the white off the stand, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So what are we going to look at next?
Well, we could look at one of the others. I was just thinking we could just pop another one on so that it's on the base.
Do you want me to pop that on while you start talking about one of the others?
So here we've got the Britax Dual Fix M I-size, another spin seat that can rear or forward face. Really easy to fit. This one is fitted, so that's okay. You've got your...
I like the fact we've got the Britax on the Britax seat.
Oh, well done. People will be pleased. I did upset them last time when I put them on the wrong ones. So you can see on here, it's fitted with your Isofix. You've got your red bit here that releases it. Your spin bit is here, and then obviously your support leg is here. It's not quite touching the floor on this one because
Britax's seat
this is on
wheels on it.
But you can see that would then be green if it was fitted.
I would give you my iPad to make the floor lift up a little bit, but I can't.
You'd put the thing on the iPad?
No, I wouldn't. I'd break the iPad. What I meant was we should have a little bit of cardboard. You pushed it down. And our very wobbly rig. Britax, we need a new rig. This one's a little bit old. So Charlotte O'Halloran has said good morning. We've got people sharing. If you've just joined us this morning, we are talking about spin seats. And we are looking at a variety of different brands. And our prize today is we've got 4 winners. Each will win a £25 gift voucher for use in-store or online. So great prize. All you need to do is to ask us any questions and add any comments.
So your spin on this one is your little button either side. So you can spin to the side and then get baby in and out. You've got your harness adjustment and your headrest as well. That's in your lower position. And you've also got several recline positions. Goes from birth up to 105 centimetres again. And like I said, it will forward face for you as well. There's a couple of different versions with the Britax Dual Fix. So there's a non-eye size version, there's the eye size version, there's one that goes from birth, there's one that goes from 6 months.
Britax seats are quite confusing, isn't it? They do a lot.
It's the numbers and the letters after it that you might, yeah.
X.
You might just need to check. I don't think it's an X.
I made that one up, did I? Joe Meekin really says she hates her infant carrier. Well, maybe put your baby in the infant carrier, not you, Joe. The baby might like it.
What kind do you have, Joe?
Yes, let us know, and hopefully we might be able to help.
Yeah. Because obviously, if baby, you can use an infant carrier right up until baby outgrows it, or if you decide to, if you're going to have one of these seats anyway, you can use it from birth right up to 4 anyway. So that's an option for you to move it.
So Angie has joined us this morning. She says she has the Cybex Serona, which we're going to be having a look at shortly. Yep. She really likes it for getting her toddler in and out, but wish they went up to a larger size. Our toddler won't get much use out of it, unfortunately. Well, there are some options if your child is taller than average and they need to stay harnessed and rear facing. There are some options that will take them over and above most of the seats that we're showing you today.
Yeah, they're just not spin seats.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah, once they're fitted, but they are good and then rear face. But that's why it's important when you decide on your next stage seat to look at where they are on the centile. There's no point getting a seat that's going to take you up to 18 kilos if they're going to hit that at 2 or 3. Yeah. You might as well get one that's 25 kilos that's going to last. You don't have to have an interim seat and then can go in the high back booster when they're old enough and safe enough.
It's all about saving money as well, isn't it? Keeping our children safe, but what you don't want to be doing is your child getting to 2.5, they're not ready for a high back booster.
Like me.
Like you. And then they need to have an interim seat, so you've then got to fork out again, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
I've got 3 spin seats over the family's cars and had to change them all to a rear-facing car seat for 25 kilo because he'd already hit him.
Who knew it was going to be?
I know.
I don't know. Rachel Eaglin, really good question. She says, are these worth getting if you've already bought a car seat as part of a travel system?
As well as, or next stage?
Next stage.
Yeah. So with some car seats, some of them, the Isofix fitting is part of the seat. Some of them come off. You just see me fit the Isofix at the base Z for the Cybex and then pop the Serona Z on top. So if you've got the Cloud Z, that is one option, is to then go for the next stage seat on the same base. It's not always going to save you money by doing so. I know sometimes people think they are, and as a sales thing, it is a good thing to be able to buy an infant carrier that then takes the next stage seat on the same base. But it's not always going to be saving you money. No. You could then get a brand new car seat for £200 to £300, and it might be a similar price to what the next stage seat just gone in your same base is.
And the thing to bear in mind is that the majority of your Isofix bases that take your infant carrier and then take your next stage seat will not give you a spin seat. No. This one is slightly different.
Yes, this does.
Very different because it does. But as a general rule, your bases will not give you the option to spin. Now, you might not think about it when you're pregnant, particularly with your first child. No. But if you imagine you've got a toddler, they don't want to go into their seat, it's really hard. You've got to lift them over as opposed to spinning it round where you've got your eye contact. You can do your harness up nice and tight because harnesses need to be tighter than you probably feel they should be in a lot of cases. It's a lot easier if you've got the eye contact and you've got little one facing you. So we do find a lot of our customers who come into store and they want an Isofix base that's going to last them till 4. When we talk to them about the pros and cons, they'll look at an Isofix base just for their infant carrier because they know they're probably going to want to move on to a spin seat. If you've got the Cloud Z, obviously that's different. It's
definitely the most popular option now for people coming in for a car seat after their infant carrier. They tend to go for a spin seat unless there's reasons why they can't, whether it's the car, whether it's going for a 25 kilo seat.
So Shelley Sutherland says she's heard a lot of people say the joy straps fall down all the time. Have you heard this at all? No.
No, I think it's to do with the fitting.
Yeah.
If the headrest is slightly too low or slightly too high, they can fall down.
Yeah. So
if they're not tight enough,
if you've got if you've got everything set up correctly, generally they will stay put. You're always going to have children who are Houdinis, and there is no magic cure for those Houdini children, and that is always going to happen. And there are ways around that. Obviously, don't use any. There's some dreadful aftermarket-y things on eBay But if you have got your child who's a Houdini, the first thing to check is that you've got your harness and everything in the right position, and you've got it done up tight enough.
Yeah.
Often if your straps are slipping off, your harness is not sitting on the shoulders in the right position, it's too high or too low.
Sit right against their neck rather than just at the side of the shoulders, and then we'll slip down.
Yeah, or it's not tight enough and then they're slipping down. So in answer to your question, Shelley, generally those people maybe have not got their seat correctly set up, and no fault of their own, they just don't know. But yeah, no, it's not something in store that we have come across lots and lots. So they're saying they like the sound of the Britax one.
Yep.
So Rebecca Anderson said, thanks ladies, I emailed you about the joy spin differences last night. Well, you see, we haven't got back to you on your email. We will do. Bear with us if you've emailed us. We're 2 people down on customer service today.
Yeah, we're doing well,
but it's okay. It's okay. We can cope. It's absolutely fine. So what should we have a look at next?
So if I move across here then. So I've popped this on. So like we were saying, it's slightly different. So this is a base Z which swivels, and it's one of the only infant carriers that also swivels. So it's the base Z that you use with the Cloud Z. You can use that first and swivel, and then you can use it with the Serona Z, which pops on the same base and again swivels. So you can use this as well, the Serona Z and the Serona S that we've got down there. Can't talk. Good down there.
Good down there.
So this is the Serona S. The Serona S and the Serona Z are essentially the same seat. They've got a lot of the same features, but that doesn't come off. It doesn't come off. It's not a separate base. It's fixed to the seat. So,
but if you had a fixed infant carrier with or without a base that didn't spin, you don't need to buy the base and that. You just buy one that's already fitted.
Yeah. So you could go. So if you wanted to use a from birth seat, go for the Serona S, because you don't need to then take it off. The only purpose of taking the Serona Z off is to pop your infant carrier on first and then put your next stage seat on. So you could go for that. So it works in very much the same way. To swivel this one, you have to put it in the most right position and then turn. Again, this is a very clever base because it knows that this... I don't know if I've even got it on actually.
Not clicked on. The technology in some of these seats is really, really clever.
Yeah, I'm on.
You're on.
I'm on. So this knows that this is a lower position for the harness and it won't allow you to forward face. Once you then extend the harness up, it knows and will then allow you. Yeah.
Clever, but still you can rear face all the way.
Yeah, but you can still rear face from birth up to 105 centimetres.
Another question from Shelley this morning. She says, are there any seats that ERF past 4 years?
Yes, so you've got quite a few. So again, it's what that 25 kilo mark. So depending on your child, it could take them to 4, it could take them to 6, 7 years old. There are seats like your Axe Kid Mini Kid, which I have, which is a brilliant seat, has automatic harness and headrest adjustment. So you pull and it tightens exactly the right place where the child needs it. So if, like we were talking about harness slipping and getting your headrest right, you don't even have to think about that one because it just does it.
I like things you don't have to think about.
Yeah, it is a brilliant seat. They've also got a cheaper version, which is the Axe Kid Move, which doesn't have that feature on, but still a great rear-facing car seat. Britax to the Maxway Plus, which fits in the same way. So you just belt fit through the bottom of the seat, and then it's your lower tether points attached to the rails in your car, unless you've got a Volvo and they've got actual fitting for it.
So lots, and we are going to be doing a live on some more extended rear-facing seats next week, I believe.
Yeah.
So make sure you join us next week. £25 gift voucher today. We're giving 4 of them away, so we're going to have 4 winners. Maybe you're going to use it against a car seat to help keep your little one safe. Quick question about our Cybex. Does it recline?
Yes. So you've got a recline position for small children, for newborns, and then you take your newborn insert out at 60 centimetres, which is average 4 to 5 month old, and then it will extend up to last for your 4-year-old. So 76 to 105 centimetres forward facing, but you want to do it for as long as you can.
Becky says she can't find out where her child is on the centiles. Health visitors aren't weighing or seeing the babies. It's so annoying.
If you've got the graph, you could always weigh your child yourself if you've got some scales that you can use, and then kind of plot it yourself.
Yeah, so we would say that will give you a bit, a bit of an idea as well.
You could always just Google average weight for such and such child and see whether they're kind of in that or over. If they're quite a bit over, then...
So yes, it is. It is
hard,
frustrating,
though, yeah.
and it is hard, and we do get it. If you're weighing your child, the easiest way to weigh them is to get on your scales yourself and see that you just weigh 8 stone or something.
If you
like
dare
that.
stand on the scales yourself.
And my scales go, get off!
That just reminds me, actually, I was going to bring some Christmas cake to finish off eating, so I could start my diet, and I've forgotten.
Oh, bring it tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow. So if you weigh yourself, work out what you weigh, and then take your child and whatever age child, put them on, and then you just take away your weight from the total.
I did that with my dog the other day. To
What, fit in a car seat?
No, just to find his weight.
to decide what car seat your dog needed.
He's 10 kilos.
Is he? Excellent. He'd be fine in this seat then, wouldn't he? He'd be absolutely fine.
He's
I've
got
just
a bit,
visions
he's got
of
a
your
bit
dog,
of grown room in there.
And where is he on centiles?
About right. It's a little bit overweight. It's a little bit podgy.
So Kim says you could weigh, to Becky's question as well, weigh her yourself and then plot it. That's what she's been doing. I think we just have to make the most of just changing the options. Hayley Sillett's got a good question. Hayley says, I've got a 9-month-old weighing nearly 11 kilograms, and at the moment they're following the 91st centile, so we know this child is tall. Do spin seats only go up to 18 kilograms? Not sure it would last long. Do the 25 kilogram, we've got lots of questions for you, keeping up. Do the 25 kilogram ones spin, or do they stay rear facing?
They're rear facing, only 25 kilos. So it's an extended rear facing and harness seat up to 25 kilos.
Yep, so you've not got the spin option. So it's, you know, it swings and roundabouts. We have got Tammy Shepherd's joined us. Good morning, Tammy. She loves our spin seat. She's going to miss it when he grows out of it. I think, do you know, a spin seat was the one thing, they weren't, I think they were around when I had my boys. No. But they were when I had my daughter. It's the one thing I said, right, I'm definitely having a spin seat. Yeah. It was definitely a must-have. Yeah. So Laura Draper said, is the 2 fingers under the straps the best way to check the tightness of the straps? Yeah. And at the top, by the shoulders, to check, whereabouts do you check them?
So rear facing, the harness wants to be level or just below the shoulders. Obviously, there's not a perfect setting for every child, so you want to kind of get it about level or just below, if anything.
Never above.
Never above. Oh, well, yes, above if it's forward facing. If it's forward facing, it's level or just above their shoulders. And that will stop the way that they're thrown in a collision. It will make sure it's in the right place. You can try and pinch the fabric, the strap, to see if it's tight enough. If you can pinch it at all, it's not tight enough. But yeah, if you put 2 fingers under where the padding is, you shouldn't be able to turn your fingers.
So it's a little bit like a dog collar, isn't it? 2 fingers underneath, but you shouldn't be able to spin them. A lot tighter than you think, and this is the same with your infant carriers as well. 2 fingers underneath, and you shouldn't be able to spin.
And if you've done all that, just tighten, and you kind of, it stops it anyway, doesn't it? Where you're not going to tighten and chop your child in half. No, always good. Just tighten as much as you can, and then do the checks. Make sure you can't pinch the fabric and you can't turn your fingers underneath.
So we've got a question. I've just scrolled down, sorry, I can't find who it was who asked it. Who said, what are these bits on the side here?
Yep. So you Serrano S and your Serrano Z both have them on. You just flip one side out, same as with your joy eye spin that comes out automatically. You just need the door side out. It reduces the energy in a collision side impact up to 25%. So definitely worth having out. And part of your installation, it passes the energy around the back of the seat instead of into the child.
Emma was asked, do we sell Axe Kid? Yes, we do.
Yep.
Yes, we do. We do. And we're going to have Axe Kid in our live very, very soon as well. But today we're looking at spin seats. What do you fancy having a look at next?
I just thought there's one that was missing that I should have brought out.
Do you want to go and get it?
Yeah.
Go on then. You go and get it. While Kelly goes off to get her seat, how could we be missing one? We haven't got all the seats out today, but she's obviously got one she wants to talk about. We are giving away 4 lots of £25 gift vouchers today, which can be used in store once we're able to open, or you can use it via a video consultation, or you can use it online. They've got no end date and no minimum payments. If you want to just spend £10 now and then save the rest for later, you can, and you can use it against whatever you like. If you have joined us today, thank you very much for joining us. Today we are looking at spin seats. Spin car seats. We go live every single day, round about 11 o'clock, Monday to Friday.
Knock the stand down.
Knocking the place to pieces. We look at anything. So if there's anything in particular you would like us to look at, please do give us a shout. We try and take the lead from you. We've had lots of requests for spin seats, so here we are doing spin seats. And every day we have a prize. don't we? We have different, sometimes we'll have a gift voucher so you can choose your price. So today it is a pick your own price, really. What did we give away last week? We gave away a
Pushchair.
We gave away an eye candy line lifestyle on Friday. We gave away a Maxi Cosy Core Pro eye size car seat, high back booster. What else? We gave
Peg Prego high chair.
Peg Prego high chair, yep, like yours, the one that you had at home.
Did.
And a Baba Bing float bouncer.
Yep.
There's one more. And an Ergo Baby Omni 360 carrier. So some amazing, amazing prizes. We've got more amazing prizes coming up soon as well. So make sure you join us. Put a little note in your diary. 11 o'clock every weekday. Today we're looking at spin seats. Do you want to do the one that you just got? That you forgot?
I thought about Be Safe. I've not given Be Safe but love, so I thought I'd bring it out.
Yeah, give Be Safe.
And it's just a bit different.
Bit of love.
So this is the Be Safe Easy Twist B eye size. It's the B eye size because it can be used from birth, but you can also get one that you can use from a bit older as well. So that's just the Easy Twist. You can use it from 40 to 105 centimetres, which is averagely birth to 4 years old. And it just works slightly differently with the fitting. So this allows what's called floating installation. So usually when you fit the car seat, you'd put it on the vehicle seat and expect it to kind of be flush with that and not come off. But this allows floating installation. So you have bucket seats, as long as the Isofix points and your leg are done correctly. You have on the front here.
It's clever, isn't it, this is? Really clever.
Really clever. I forgot last time, and I can't remember the name of it this time. Spirit level.
Yes. Ghost level.
So as long as your spirit level... Oh, I couldn't get it. It's because I'm not on here, obviously, it's not right. You see there your spirit level. As long as that is correct, you can extend your leg, have your Isofix points attached, and not be touching the vehicle seat at all.
Clever, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, really clever. So that's obviously gone through the safety testing with that in mind.
It also is a twist seat. It's got quite a few different... I'm struggling to... Let's go the other way so you can see.
Always good so the camera can see. No, you're not, are you? Kallax cubes are not the best things.
So you can you can spin it to the side, and then you've got this completely different insert which you don't see on any other seat. So if you press the button... Let me just loosen the harness a little bit.
So spin seat wise, while Kelly does that, we have lots and lots of brands available. We've got Joy that we've looked at this morning. Britax we've also looked at. We've also touched on Cybex. At the moment, Kelly is going through the Be Safe option. We're going to move on shortly and look at Maxi Cosy, Silver Cross and Casato. So there is lots and lots of choice out there. Some of them are eye-size seats, some of them are not eye-size. Some of them will fit in your car, some of them may not fit in your car. So it's about getting the best seat for you and your budget and your child and your car. So there's lots of things to think about when you're choosing a car seat.
There is. I was just going to show them this, which I've got still attached to the seat.
So camera's on you now.
So this is the baby part that's inside. It's almost like its own little shell. So it's adding loads of extra protection and an ideal. It's replicating that infant carrier shape and position for a newborn baby, and that goes in, cradles newborns, and you've then got your much bigger seat for your 4-year-old, which then.
And it's really hard to imagine when you have these seats all set up.
Ooh.
Don't drop the seat.
Oh no, there you go.
Don't drop the seat. Whatever you do, don't drop the seat. It's hard to imagine going from birth up until you're round about 4-year-old, but they do all extend in different ways as well.
They do.
So that's our Be Safe option. All of these
just rear facing as well.
Yeah, only rear facing. So a little bit like your Joy iSafe. The only rear faces. I spin safe, sorry, I was trying to think of the word. Lots of choices. People asking about colours. The majority of these seats all come in a variety of different colours and designs.
Do you want something bright or whether you want something dark?
The only one that you don't have a choice of colours is the Silver Cross. Okay? Unless you get the old one. They've changed their colours, but this is the new Donington. So everything else comes in a choice of colours. But bear in mind, the most important thing is the right seat in the right car for the right child. But obviously some people like to choose the colours. But talking of colour,
Yeah, this is
You
definitely
don't
colour.
get much brighter than our Serrano S eye size that we've got on display today.
I was just going to quickly mention, like I said, it's very similar to your Cybex Serona Z, but this one is also the sensor safe version. So you can buy, I think they are bringing it now that you can buy it separately.
Yes,
as well,
you can.
can't you?
Yeah.
So you can just add it on. You used to just have to buy the seat and then use it with that seat. But these do come off as well. And what this sensor safe does, it has been safety tested. And I'm struggling to get it open now. Why's that not?
See,
It's been safety tested on this one.
it's so hard for your toddler to get it undone. You know, we were talking about toddlers being able to
can't
undo
do
things
it.
earlier.
I can't do
Why is
it.
it not coming undone?
I don't know.
Do you want?
Oh,
there we
there you
go.
go.
You didn't have your Weetabix this
Struggling
morning,
there.
Kelly.
So you've got two sizes. You've got A1, which can go in a Cloud Z, and A2, which can go on your next stage seat or the seat you can use from birth as well. It's just a little bit bigger or a bit smaller. And what that does, you can connect via Bluetooth to your phone, and it tells you lots of different alerts. So if it's too cold in the car, too hot in the car, if baby's been in the car seat for too long, if you've moved away from the car seat.
You've forgotten your child.
Yeah.
It does happen.
It does happen.
It does
Children
happen.
have died from it,
Children
haven't they?
are asleep in the car. You get to work, you're frazzled, you know, or you've picked them up from nursery. You think it will never ever happen to me, but it does happen that your child is fast asleep and they're really quiet. And being a parent is tiring.
It is.
Believe you me, I've not had much sleep this weekend. I'm running on coffee today.
I've not had a coffee actually.
No, I had one this morning.
So yeah, that will alert you on your phone. It connects via Bluetooth, and you've also got that fits into your car as well, so it charges through that, and it will alert you if any of those things are brought to its attention.
So your Serrano S starts from $259.95. We've run very briefly through the prices, but we will add some links because things go up and down. We will always make sure we are the best price, so don't worry about that. And if you find it cheaper anywhere else, let us know and we will adjust the website accordingly. What do you fancy next, Kelly?
Should we do Silver Cross?
Should we give our Silver Cross seat a little bit of love this morning?
Yep. So this is your Silver Cross Motion. Can use from birth up to 105 centimetres. Again, still has your maximum weight of 18 kilos. Fits with your Isofix point and your support leg. It's quite a compact fitting one, isn't it?
It is a compact
These
fitting
two,
one.
the Maxi Cosy, Mika, thank you. Wake up. Maxi Cosy Mika and the Silver Cross Motion are two that kind of, if you do have a smaller car, we look at these two.
And your bases are quite narrow,
Yeah.
so they're not big and chunky. So again, a lot of people are now having to fit 3 seats across
Yeah.
their car. There is a really good question come through. Are all spin seats Isofix?
Yes and no. So there is a Casato car seat, which is the all-in-all rotate. If it's Isofix fitted, it rotates, but it can also be belt fitted, but that stops it from rotating. So that's kind of a bit of both. But if you're using the Isofix, all the ones, if you belt fit in, the belt obviously, how it works is to keep it stable. So you've got no turning function.
So Alina's joined us. She said, how does the eye size impact when you're looking at a birth to 4 seat? I don't understand if I need an eye size seat or not.
So just look at it that R44 seat and an I size or R129 seat, the I size is a higher tested seat.
Yeah.
So if budget allows, always go for an I size tested seat because you know it's been high tested. That kind of, if that helps to
I think that sort of simplify
it a bit. There is more to the testing. You don't really have to get involved with that if it does make it more complicated for you. If you've got an option between 2 seats and you can afford both, budget's not an issue, then go for the I size seat.
So
As long as it fits in your car and it fits your child.
Talking back, we've just been talking about the Cybex sensor safe on here, and we've said, you know, people don't leave their children in the car on purpose. We have got a mum who's joined us. Jolene has said that she went into the house, made a cup of tea, and then realised she'd left Ivy, her little girl, in the car before. It is really easy to do. People don't like to admit it, but, you know, I've got home, the child's been asleep in the car, gone in, and then thought, oh, I must go and get my child. You know,
You've got all loads of shopping. I've done it with a dog before. I've not left a child in the car, but I did leave the dog in the car. Forgot that we'd been for a walk with the dog and took everybody else in and left the dog.
As long as it's not a hot day, we'll be all right. Had you chewed your car to pieces?
No, it was asleep. It was asleep.
Oh, it's a very good dog.
Yeah.
Not going to be his puppy you're getting soon, is it? That would have chewed the car.
Maybe not.
Puppies chew, apparently.
Yeah. So the Silver Cross motion does lock into place in your side fitting, then you do have to press the button again to make it allow it to spin. You can use it rear facing the entire time if you want. They use these kind of hexagonal shapes as your side impact, so it's built into the seat rather than having something that sticks out.
They call it motion safe, don't they?
Yeah. Silver Cross, I've got your, is it on the other side? Oh, it's here. Your QR codes, which you can scan and then opens the app so you can help with your installation.
That's really good, isn't it? All the Silver Cross,
the new range
of seats have this. So you scan your QR code and it gives you a step-by-step installation. So you don't have to have your piece of paper out, your instructions. Obviously, it comes with paper instructions.
Yeah.
But it says, do this. You do it. Then you click on to the next step, so you don't lose where you are in your installation. No. So it's helping to eliminate those errors in fitting.
Yeah. Newborn insert, use up to 60 centimetres again, so that all comes out, and then your headrest moves up and down if you've not got the harness tight. And then that pulls up, so then you've got a seat for your older child as well.
And these
little
fabrics are
here.
beautifully soft, aren't
Bamboo
they?
fabrics, yeah, beautifully soft.
And this bit here is like
quilting
memory
design.
foam, isn't it?
Yeah.
So a nice plush seat.
Yep.
Nice that it is, quite a slim base on it. Somebody has asked, I'm just going to see if I can find your question about, are any of the Isofix bases shorter to give people more room in their car for the back of their seat?
Yeah, they do vary a bit.
Base doesn't vary that much, does it? It's more the seat and where that reclines to. So
yeah, but I mean, how far they stick out does vary on some of them. Like your Britax Roma one seems like it sticks out a little bit more than the Cybex one. Your BeSafe one's a different shape with how it comes out.
So it's all swings and roundabouts. Once the store is open, if you are local, you are able to come in, and COVID permitting, we can try seats in your car. We just can't do it at the moment, I'm afraid. It won't be long, I'm being positive.
Yeah.
So what should we have a look at next? Maxi Cosy.
Yes. So this again is quite a small fitting seat, Maxi Cosy Mika. Lovely padded headrest. Again, your newborn insert will come out once your child reaches 60 centimetres, and you do have a reminder on this as well, so you remember when to take it out. And then you've got adjustable headrest which goes right up for your older child. Recline positions, can rear face the whole time. I think all the ones we've got out, you can rear face the entire time.
You can, all the ones that we've got out. There are some that you cannot rear face all the time, can you?
So you've got the Maxi Cosy Isofix, which rear faces to about 2, and then you can forward face the rest of the time till 4.
13 kilograms, isn't it? It's done on weight.
No.
No?
No, it's height. I think it's 87 centimetres. It's not.
She's
13 kilos is not.
So Kirsty actually missed and said, have we got the Maxi Cosy Isofix Plus to show at all? Not today, I'm afraid, Kirsty.
No.
We got it installed?
I think we sold our X display.
I think we did.
But yeah, that is one that you can't rear face.
But if you need any more information on it, we've got all the information. Chloe Actor's got a good question for you, Chloe. Kelly. Chloe's got a good question for you, Kelly. What's your favourite feature of a spin seat?
The fact that it rear faces for the entire time to 4 would be a big plus for me. The side impact, if you don't have to do it, that's great. You BeSafe, you do have to slot it on the side, and obviously your Cybex you need to remember to pop out, but the fact that they have that there is amazing.
Do you know what my favourite feature of a spin seat is?
No, what?
It spins.
Well, yeah, how easy it is to spin.
So much easier to get your child in and fastened in when they don't want to go in the car seat, because there is always a time when a toddler doesn't want to go in their car seat.
Yeah, your Joy one is amazing because it's right on the side, so you have not got to go anywhere else. It's literally on the side of the seat, so you can spin it around.
Yeah, and
the
spin features are in different places on different seats. So, for example, this one is on our Silver Cross. It's at the front, so really easy to get. Some of them that are under the front of the seat, where the legs are a little bit more tricky, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we've got a few people saying, can we have a look at the Cassato? Don't worry, yes, we will move on to the Cassato. Rachel says, is the Maxi Cosy insert one piece, or does it separate like the Joy? Does it separate like the Joy?
No, it doesn't. It's all one. Tell a lie.
You lie.
Yeah, so 40 to 60 centimetres, the whole thing comes out, so you've got no option. Takes the whole thing out, and then you're then left with your main seat.
So all your questions today, there are brilliant, brilliant questions. You may be thinking something that somebody else at home is thinking, but maybe don't want to ask. So keep those questions coming. Today, all your questions and comments are entered into a draw. We've got 4 winners today. Each winner will win a £25 gift voucher for Pushchair Expert Shop. I'm moving away from you, Kelly, not because you smell.
Oh, thank you. That's kind of you. So this is the Casato R Come and Go iRotate in conjunction with the RAC.
Get your teeth in.
A bit of a mouthful.
It is a bit of a mouthful.
So we have mentioned the all-in-all rotate, which is from birth to 12 years, but it's not an I-size seat. So this is an I-size version that you can use, and your button to rotate on this one is just here at the front, though it's not easy on.
Do you want me to move the Silver Cross seat off so you've got a bit more space?
Yeah, can do. So I've got round.
Come on, Silver Cross seats, down you come.
So you can rear face for the entire time, so it goes from 50 centimetres, this one, up to 105 centimetres, and then if you want to, you can forward face at 76 centimetres, which is a minimum of 15 months, and forward face from then until you go up. It's got this lovely Mr. Fox design, which is really popular on their pushchairs and their car seats.
So generally this is just under £300, but I know we've got a couple of Mr. Foxes on offer on the website for just under 230 at the moment.
Yeah. Nice thing about the Casato seats is a lot of them come with 5-point plus. This is your anti-escape system, and how this works.
It's clever, this is.
It is. And we've tested it out in our videos before, so we know it works.
Yeah, we did a video years and years and years ago, didn't we? That then John Lewis used. We'll have to find the video again.
So basically, this is all it is.
It's so simple,
just a
yet
mesh
so clever.
bit of material, and it goes around your harness and sits behind the back of the child. I'm just going to take the newborn insert out because it'll be a bit easier to show you. So again, this.
And Casato comes in a whole host of different designs. We often have Mr. Fox out because he's very, very popular, Mr. Fox.
He is.
I wonder what will be the most popular design for next year, whether dragons might overtake. I think foxes are going to still be there.
I reckon. So this goes round the harness. That's right, I need to do it a bit further round. And poppers on.
Katrina said, how many design patterns does the Casato have? My answer to that is lots.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I'm
So
sorry, I will find
on.
it.
This hooks in at the back. I'm just going to shove it in there for now. I'm not actually going to fit it properly. But just hold it up in place. And then it stops the gap at the side where children usually get their arms out.
So it's very, very clever. Emma Williams is watching on silent as she's got an unsettled girl. She'll have to rewatch later. Don't worry, we'll put it back on Facebook, and it will also go on YouTube as well later.
So that goes behind their back, so it's blocking that off, so it stops them being able to get their arms out. So it's a really good feature that it actually comes with it. You don't have to use it. It's not part of the testing. You can use it with or without, but it is an option there for you to use. And that is the Casato Come and Go iRotate.
So we've got a question. Ailing says, would you recommend this one or the all-in-one rotate, as she's looking at both?
I would go for this one because it's an I-size tested seat. Your all-in-all rotate is an R44, so old regulation seat. Obviously that may be better for some people if they want a car seat that's going to last them up to 12, but it is on the old regulation.
Yeah, so if your budgets will allow, we'd always say go for the I-size version. Philippa says that's clever. Your 5-point plus, is it included in the seat?
It is. Yes.
It is, yeah.
Comes with it. You've got a little pouch at the back to stick it back in.
So, Lucy says all seats should have those. Both of hers used to wiggle their arms out. Yeah, it's really, really common.
Some never do it, never touch it. Some escape every time.
3 of mine have done it at some point. I used to stop the car and say the car is now broken, we can't carry on. It works if you're going to like the zoo or something exciting. Works less so if you're going to like a doctor's appointment or school. And then they go, yeah, I'll just take my arms out and then we won't go to school. So yes, really, really clever. All of the seats here will have a recline on them as well. Yep. So you are able to recline both forward and rear facing. Hopefully that has helped demystify a little bit about spin seats. As you can see, we've run through them quite quickly. I've answered as many questions as possible today. If I haven't answered your question and you've got a question, please send us a message on Facebook. We will get back. If you want to look at, let's say you've narrowed it down, you know, you like, for example, the Silver Cross and the Maxi Cosy because they're narrow bases, and you want to run through them, we can book you in for one-to-one video consultation. And then you can put them side by side and see them in a lot more detail. Get the camera up nice and close. So today, can we swap places? I can't cope with being this side.
I've got nowhere to stand here. I'm going around the back.
You're going around the back. So it's trying to stay apart. But I like standing on this side. I find it really. I know you think I'm really weird, but yeah. Okay, thanks for that, Kelly. So we've been looking at spin seats today. We're going to have at least one focus on car seats every week. Next week we're going to be looking at extended rear facing, aren't we? So make sure you tune in. We'll let you know when that is. So, prize. 4 winners, £25 gift voucher. Give us a thumbs up if you're hoping to win the gift voucher today. Shelley says, when I actually pass my driving test, I'll come to you for a car seat. Thank you, Shelley. You would be very welcome. Well, make sure the coffee machine's on. Yeah, because you can't have lessons at the moment, can you?
Oh, not I've gone into, because you could in tier 4, couldn't you?
Yes, but now we're in lockdown. You can't have lessons, and you can't have lessons with a parent or another member of your family, even if it's an essential journey to go and pick up milk. I read in the papers. Don't know whether it's right, because I just read it in the paper, so it may not. Don't take my word as
But why though? If you've got to go anywhere, why not do it while you're learning?
I don't know. I don't know. And maybe it's because you're more likely to crash.
They've not got enough people to look after you if you crashed.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that is the reason. Maybe you're higher risk.
Could be.
I don't know. Amy says she will be messaging you girls soon for more advice. You are very welcome. Message us on Facebook or Instagram. Send us an email to hello@pushchairexpert.com. Send us a letter. Ring us for a chat. Yeah, ring us for a chat. Send us a letter. We haven't done a letter yet about car seats, have we?
No.
Send us a letter. That would be exciting. We don't get many letters.
Letters to me.
The letters we get are a bit boring, really. Shelley says she's in Scotland and they're in lockdown too. Yeah. She's going to drive all the way from Scotland to see us.
Oh my God.
Awesome. We'll definitely have the kettle on for you. Definitely. Yeah, that's true. The police are stopping people with L plates on at the moment. Did you know that if you've got somebody in your household learning to drive and you've got your L plates on, if they are not the person driving, you're supposed to take them off?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, that makes sense.
I know it makes sense, but I don't think many people do. I don't know.
They're only on with magnets, aren't they?
No.
So it's not.
No. They're asking what the topic of tomorrow's video is. We'll tell you later. We'll tell you later.
Is it on the board?
It is on the board. I can't think what it is.
To go look?
No, we'll tell them later.
Okay.
You'll have to stay tuned. We'll tell you later. Right. Amy forgot there was a prize to win today. Yeah, 4 £25 vouchers. You can use it against anything you want in store, whether it's a car seat, whether it's a pushchair or a stroller or a changing bag, your nursery furniture, a baby carrier, a buggy board, fur for your pushchair, toys, changing mats, sleeping bags, bedding, bedside cribs, Moses baskets.
Do you say high chairs?
No.
High chairs.
Thank you for putting one in there, Kelly. You're on the ball.
I saw
today.
a high chair over there. I was like, yeah, high chair.
Bouncers and rockers and swings.
Foot muff.
Yeah, foot muffs, night lights. I can't think of anything else. Toys, blankets. I said that. It's like
hand muffs.
Bedding. Oh yeah, hand muffs. Well done to match your fur around the top.
Bedside crib.
I've said that, I think.
A shelf. I can see
a shelf. Yeah, that goes under furniture. A shelf. Yeah, toy boxes, everything. So, 4 winners. So, I'm going to scroll through and Kelly's going to shout, stop! And all you need to do is to message us with your email address and we will send you a code for your voucher. So, right, I'm scrolling. I'll get rid of this piece of paper.
Stop.
So our first winner is Alina Zabertsky. Alina Zabertsky. And her question was, sorry if I said your name wrong, Alina, I'm really sorry. How does the eye size impact when looking at a birth to 4 seat? I don't understand if I need eye size or not.
That was a good question.
A really good question. So I am going just to reply to you.
I'm not sure if that works. I know when you it just puts it in randomly. It doesn't put it under their comment.
It should do.
I know, but when I was looking the other day...
Hang on, let me see if I can tag her. Alina. Bear with us. They're all waiting for the next winner, and I'm just typing with one finger.
I noticed it the other day when I was looking back at the comments to see if we needed to reply to any. There was just a random congratulations in the feed.
Oh. I'll write congratulations, Alina, because then that'll make it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Sorry, while you all wait for me to draw the next winner. Oh, it's changed it to Eliza. Feeling all stressed now. Right, congratulations, Alina Zabertsky. I think that's how you say your name. If not, I'm really sorry. Number 1 winner for a £25 voucher. Who's going to be number 2?
Stop.
So our second winner is Julie Barry. So
Well done, Julie.
congratulations, Julie Barry. And yours was under your comment that said hello. So hello. Congratulations, Julie. In there, just so we've got it for prosperity. So we've got 2 more left. Is it going to be you?
Me?
No, not you. You can't enter. Are you not allowed? And B, you didn't type anything.
Stop.
So our next winner is Andrew Taylor.
A man.
A man, nonetheless.
Congratulations, Andrew.
Congratulations. And hang on, Andrew. So send us a message, Andrew. We'll send you a code so you can use it online or you can use it in store. How many is that? 3.
1 more.
So we've had Alina, we've had Andrew,
Julie.
and we've had Julie. So 1 left. Could it be you? You'll leave me spinning for ages, aren't you?
Stop. Georgia said stop.
Georgia said. Georgia said.
She walked past and mouthed it.
So our last winner is Emma Williams.
Well done, Emma.
So congratulations, Emma. Congratulations, Emma. Lovely. So our 4 winners each won a £25 voucher. Make sure you join us tomorrow around about 11 o'clock where we will be going live again. Keep your eye on the Facebook page and we'll announce our theme for tomorrow. But it's lovely to see you all again. Thank you for those who have joined us this morning. If you shared, brilliant. We will be putting this video back on the Facebook page so you can use it as a resource if you want to look at the spin seats. And we'll also pop it on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel
Premieres
as well.
on YouTube at 8 p.m. tonight.
At 8 p.m. tonight. Well, life will stop at 8 p.m. while everybody watches us back again, Kelly. But thank you for joining us. Make sure you join us tomorrow. Stay safe, everybody. Remember, you can book a video consultation if you would like with us. And we can't wait for the store to be open. Just don't think it's going to happen for a little while. But we are still here, still delivering 7 days a week. Still able to do virtual appointments 7 days a week. So Saturdays and Sundays are easier for you. So any questions, please get in touch and stay safe, everybody, and have an amazing week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.